Hi guys, sorry I'm a little bit late to the studio today. I was actually driving on the way here, and for some reason I saw all these ladies running after the car, and I'm like, have I hit something? Is there something attached to the car? What's going on here? So I got out of the car, then it hit me. I had Laymen Gaming merch on. Laymen merch. It gets results.
A warning for Perth residents with police hunting a serial sex pest.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back again, okay? And we're talking today about our second favourite company. Our first is, of course, EA. You know that I love EA.
Pound the screen if you hate EA.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
But today we're getting to talk about Bethesda yet again, just when we thought, of course, that the embarrassment was just at, over 9,000. I thought the level was over 9,000, but it just continues, everybody. A patch has recently come out, and of course, the patch is complete dog shit. Let's talk about that. So before we start, there's also some Nintendo news that happened a few days ago, right, in regards to Metroid. Now, we'll get to it later, but I think it's important to talk about this because we get to see really how one company deals with talking about a product and how another company, like Bethesda, talks about their products. But before we get there, let's talk about what's happened in the last couple of days with good old Bethesda, okay? So there's a patch that released on the 29th of Jan, okay? Who would have guessed it? It was a complete disaster, okay?
Do you ever look at someone and wonder, what is going on inside their head?
They've nerfed perks, right, that made it less of a pain in the ass to repair your items and armor and whatever. Because at the moment, there's a big problem with Fallout 76 in terms of the items just fucking break too quick, especially when you're in a higher level and you have to, kill harder enemies that take more damage, then you're just finding yourself constantly having to repair. It's a fucking pain in the ass. And they've ultimately nerfed that, okay? So that's the first thing that's pissing everybody off. In the world of Fallout 76, also bobby pins, very heavy, okay? You cannot carry a lot of bobby pins for some reason. Maybe it's the radiation or some shit, but that shit is heavy as fuck, okay? And they're gonna apparently fix that, but that's another issue, another bug that's come out. People that logged on after the patch, they'd try and walk around and all these bobby pins would be like holding them down. I think it was also a buggy patch that happened previously that was apparently fixed. Well, it's back again, okay? So they apparently gonna fix that. Ultra-wide support, also a big problem. It was introduced, now it's fucking broken again. So yet again, a lot of these patches that they've done bring the game to kind of square one in some respects. And of course, it's just like, they don't need more problems. Bethesda doesn't need more problems. And if anything, they shouldn't be having to fix things that they've already fixed, let alone all the other things that they still need to fix. It's just train wreck 101 and we love it.
Hey, you must have something you want to wish for.
Let's see. Ooh. Too far.
But another thing is apparently they've been silencing people in the forums wanting to talk about these problems. Threads and users are just mysteriously just getting deleted, getting taken out of the discussion entirely in an attempt to like cover it up or something. It's like everyone already knows how shit your game is. It's not going to help by deleting one or two users, but you do you, okay? That's definitely the way to fix this.
Here's a nice piece of shit.
So that gets Bethesda out of the way, and this kind of brings us to the whole Nintendo thing, right? So a few days ago, a representative from the Metroid team stood in front of a white screen and was like, guys, we need to talk, okay? And this is what he said.
任天堂の開発の責任者をしております高橋です。今日はメトロイドプライムシリーズ最新作である私たちがメトロイドプライムシリーズの続編となるこのタイトルに求める品質には届いていないという現状をお伝えせざるを得なくなりました。任天堂は常にゲームの品質を追求していますし、私たちが納得できる品質でないなら、それは自信を持ってお届けできませんし、ファンの皆様の期待にお応えすることもできません。本作の開発体制自体を見直し、変更することです。具体的には、我々はプロデューサーの田辺とともに、オリジナルのメトロイドプライムシリーズの開発を担当したアメリカのレトロスタジオと互いに信頼し合い、協力して開発を一から再スタートさせることにしました。皆様には発売が遅れてしまいますことを心よりお詫び申し上げます。
Now, after looking at that really shouldn't be such a big deal. Just one dude talking about that they're kind of not happy with the product. But it really is, because we just don't really see that in all types of industries, but especially video games. I think That is such a breath of fresh air.
We're better than you, and we know it. Spare me.
Firstly, it shows a huge respect to the consumer. For them to stand there and go, you know what guys, we're just gonna like let go, let's just talk about that this game isn't really great right now. It makes the consumer feel like they're part of the conversation, that they're part of the journey, that they feel like, oh, okay, cool. They're reaching out so we know what's on their mind. And we don't really see that much these days. So I think the consumers, I mean, definitely including me, love to see that because it's like, oh, cool. You are human, you know, like. We get to see you actually tell us about your product right now. And that goes a long way. The whole transparency, I think, of this situation really, it humanizes the company. And I know that I made that point before, but it really does. And if we talk about Bethesda, for instance, they look like the T-1000 crossed with the freaking alien from Aliens or some shit, you know? Like, no one feels like they're registering at all with them at the moment. Anytime that they give us anything in terms of a corporate announcement, no one's really wanting to listen because they feel like it's just layered with corporate shit and bullshit and fake promises and you name it, you know? If they did something along these lines with the whole Fallout 76, what a difference I think they would have had with the community and with the product, how it was received. Can you imagine if Todd Howard from Bethesda said something like this? Bethesda is a garbage company. Oh, sorry, wrong script. Fallout 76 is not ready. We've done the beta. We know it was a disaster. It's not the product you guys deserve, expect. We are gonna put this on hold for 6 months. We're gonna actually give you guys your money back, okay? We'll talk in 6 months when this game is in better shape. Until then, thank you guys so much for your support. Imagine that. You put a bit of music on that too and it does wonders, okay? Fallout 76 is not ready. We've done the beta. We know that kind of level of transparency gets everyone on board. And I think the biggest thing, it sets the company up for a safer space for failure. Sometimes games will fail. It happens. Even if they go back to the drawing board, right? They think, in terms of the developer, they think now it's great, but the community themselves didn't like it. If they come out originally and are like, hey guys, this product, we're not sure about it, but we want you guys to love it, so we're gonna continue to work on it and then get it out when we think it's ready. The moment they release that game, their chances for success are 10 times greater. And if the product itself fails, then I think the company's brand has a better chance of staying intact. This kind of stuff is so simple in my eyes, but it just goes such a long way. And the last point I want to cover is maybe other companies that are in a similar situation may look at what Nintendo did and go, hang on, that's the way to do it. They might be sitting there right now thinking that their product is not up to the standard that they wish for it to be. And instead of making some bogus campaign saying how great it is, thank you Destiny 2, then they might just do what Nintendo did. Hey guys, we're not really ready yet. It's not going as planned. We're going to take a step back and try and fix this. At the moment, there is such distrust between the community and the developers and publishers because of these reasons. Because they feel like every time a game's come out, they haven't been brought on the journey. Bring them on the journey, for God's sakes. People want to be brought on the journey, but they're not, okay? That is all for today. I love you, appreciate you. Ralph, as I said, the people that weren't here yesterday, Ralph will be here next week. Until next time, love you, appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bethesda, EA, Blizzard, call me. I'll be part of your PR. I think we'll do better things.
Anyone could be a six-piece. 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 Don't have to be rich or be well-dressed to be a six-piece. 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 Don't have to be rich or be well-dressed to be a six-piece.
I'm an idiot!